Hey, this is Nerdy Texan Accountant, and I'm going to be doing my catch-up reviews. I'm going to be doing Alterna comics. I have the 12 and Sonitus. I'm going to start off with the 12. It's a post-apocalyptic setting, I believe, and we first start off with our main character running away from a group, and he's saying, where's his family and what happened to them. We then go to a week earlier. This format is called the epic poem. The format, you start off in like the middle of the story, go back to the beginning, and then we see how the main characters got to that point, and then we continue on. The most famous works that do this are the Odyssey, the Aeneid. Those are the classics, but you also have manga like Berserk that does it. And if you want to look at movies, Star Wars, I guess, would be the main one, the most recent one, because you start off with the middle of the story with the first 3 chapters with the first trilogy, then we had the prequels, and now we're having the continuation with Disney. But it's just a family living on a farm with hard times, and tensions are rising. You can see all the characters here, so I'll just go over all the names. We mainly focused on Caleb here, the guy who we saw in the beginning. He's married to Annabelle, and this is Alvin, Annabelle's brother. They're Caleb's and Annabelle's oldest son is Eli. The baby is Jeremiah. This is Ellie, and I think these two are twins. Seth and James. We also have the family friend Hank. And we get to learn about their personalities and stuff. Hank has a farm down the road, and he's also having trouble. They each help each other. Alvin drinks too much, and that causes tension. And Annabelle is the one that will yell at both of them and get them to stop arguing and complain about both. Yep. But we can see here that things are not going well. They've been living there for 15 years, and it's not been going well, so they're wanting to either decide to go back to the city, well, check it out. That's what Caleb wants, but Annabelle doesn't. And of course, they drop the subject. And this leads to, of course, after dinner, a man asking for shelter or food comes in. They aren't very receptive, and they tell him keep moving, and he says that the 12 will get him at night. And this is the first mentioning of the 12, but the family just believe that the 12 is just ghosts, not real. Well, the old man actually had a family who pretty much gassed up their house and use it as a threat to steal the food, the water, and supplies of the family, and they still lit it on fire and burned down. So they head to what they call the cave, which looks like a bunker that they really don't know what it's for, and no one's been living there, so they decide to stay there for the night and make a party to go to the city on horseback. Caleb, Eli, and Alvin be going on horseback to try to go to the city to get supplies or wherever they can. And Annabelle threatens her husband, stating nothing better happened to our son. And that's where we left off. I do like the art. I like the coloring of it. There's just problems with it here and there. Like here, I'm going to say, go get your paw, sweetheart. But the problem is, the letters go out of the speech bubble and the R and T is covered up by the shading here. So that will need to be fixed. And I'm just wondering why the title is the 12. You know, it seems to be based, you know, on the gang that is so mysterious and stuff, but we're focusing on the family. We'll just have to see how it goes. My guess is that issue 2 or 3 would be when we caught up to where it is now. Then 4 and 5 would be the ending from where it went there. Now I'm going to talk about Sonitus. The main character goes to, you know, abandoned house that he hasn't been to in a long time and begins to reflect on his life. The character's name is Ben, and the doctors say he has tinnitus, that's ringing in the ears that only, you know, the person who says that they have it can hear it. There's actually not much dialogue in this, and it's just more of, you know, thoughts. It sort of reminds me a little, this image here reminds me of John Constantine in the, you know, original Hellblazer comics. It just has a similar look to it, but you know, he gets attacked by a monster, but it soon also disappears. So that happened, and it really seems, and he's just having flashbacks and remembering things. So it's really all that's happening, and he decides to go upstairs to face his fears. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that he got away from the city to hopefully find answers or find relief. And he just came back to the house that he used to hang out with friends. And that's the story. It actually wasn't very much, but I think it's going to build in issues 2. That's where I think it's going to have most of the build at for the story. I'm guessing that's either demonic, but very unlikely, and what's most likely going to be is psychological, because the ringing, and he's probably going to have to do something traumatic from his childhood. He says he has to face his fears. So I think that's how it's going to go, with psychological more than demonic. But tell me what you think of these comics. If you got them, does it make you interested in them? Are you going to pick them up? Leave comments down in the section below, and hope you have a good day. Oh yes, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the notification bell to get notified. And sorry for the delays. Sorry for the delays in my videos. Have a nice day.